Yo, Alan here. Welcome to another video. You ever look back and realize you've been starting over every single January for the last 5 years? That was me for the longest time until I stopped overcomplicating things and just got back to the basics. So I'm going to share with you the 5 simple things that worked for me, and no, one of them is not some sort of weird potion that you have to buy in the back alley. It's just the free stuff and the stuff that you can do. The number one thing is consistency, because if you can't find something to be consistent at and to do, there's no point in trying to do anything else. Notice I said consistency, not perfection. You're never going to be perfect in your diet, in your training, in anything throughout life, but with this, if you can follow something, find something that you like and be consistent with it, then you're going to be able to reach your goal. Pick something that you can actually stick with and see results from, because if not, then you're never going to reach your goals and you're just going to leave yourself frustrated every single time. Yes, you can find people that you can take their advice from, whether it be an influencer or a YouTuber, whatever it may be, even if it's myself, but don't feel like that just because I say it or somebody else says it that you have to do it. Sometimes it's just informational videos, other times it's just the fact of like, hey, here's what I do, but find something that works for you, be consistent with it, because consistency always wins. I've done everything around the sun, from push-pull legs to a bro split to training whatever is not sore that day. But when I'm following my plan, am I consistent with it? That is when I see the best and most consistent results. The best plan is the one that you can actually follow. The second one is water intake. Hydrate or dihydrate. Listen, I know it sounds so basic and it sounds like the thing that everybody says, but it's because it's true and it works. When I started tracking my water and just drinking more of what I should over the things I shouldn't, listen, I love myself a Coke Zero, a zero sugar root beer, whatever it is. But when I started drinking more water and actually looking at where I was throughout the day with my water intake, it really did change so much. Energy, digestion, workouts, all of it changed and all of it got a lot better. Basically, I became the guy that was always swimming around a half gallon of water. Look, some people think it's an aesthetic, but for me, it's just an emotional support system. Get half your body weight in ounces minimum, and you'll thank me and yourself when you start doing that. Put some lemon in there. If you need to get some Mio, do that, but just take in more water and you're gonna be good. Number 3 is high protein, and this is the game changer. I used to eat healthy, but once I started hitting my protein goal and a little bit above that, everything changed in my workouts, my recovery, everything got a lot better, and I saw so much more result. You will hear anything from 0.8 to 1.2 to 1.3 grams of protein, which basically puts it right in the middle of 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That is what I would always tell you to do. So if you're 150 pounds, you want to get 150 grams of protein. If you're 200 pounds, shoot for 200 grams of protein. Obviously, the more you weigh, the harder it is to get that much protein in, but the closer that you hit to your body weight, the better. Though you will essentially become a walking chicken breast with a side of Greek yogurt, you're gonna be okay, and people will be looking at you like a snack. Protein keeps you full, it builds muscle, and it helps you stay lean. So at the end of the day, protein is the king and it's the MVP. Number 4 is not necessarily as tangible. It is the fact to be 1% better every single day. Some progress is better than no progress. What I mean by that is 0.01 is better than 0.00. When I stopped trying to chase overnight perfection and overnight transformation and started looking at the whole fitness journey as a journey and not just a one-time destination, it changed everything. You start counting the small wins, you realize that every day counts, and you always want to be 1% better, aka be well every day. I used to beat myself up all the time if I didn't do something to its fullest extent, and though I still believe that you should always be pushing yourself as close to failure as possible, look, if you used to do nothing and now you're doing something, that alone is already a small win. If you used to only get 3,000 steps a day and now you get 4,000, or if you had never done any push-ups before and now you can do 10, you couldn't do a pull-up and now you can do 5 pull-ups, those things are wins, and that's showing that consistency always wins and that you are 1% better than you were the day before. Progress over perfection. Compounded effort is undefeated. The 5th and final thing that I would tell you to do that worked for me and that will work for you as well is to finish what you start. This literally pulls in all the topics together, because if you're gonna be consistent, then you'll finish what you start. If you're setting out to drink a half gallon of water a day, do that. If you're looking to take in 150 grams of protein a day, then do that. We're all great at starting things, but very few of us actually finish the things in which we do start. If starting a fitness journey or a fitness routine was a job, then most of us would be CEOs in this world. Find something that you can be consistent with and finish what you start. The goal is not to start 100 things at once. It's to finish one thing and then learn from it and implement those lessons. I'm telling you, if you do all 5 of these things together, you would be unrecognizable even within 3 months, a half a year, and in a year from now, you will be a better person than you are today. Don't look at these as 5 huge things to do. Start with consistency. Find one thing in which you want to do and do it. If you're currently drinking 5 sodas a day, cut it down to 4, drink more water. If you can only do 10 push-ups, set out to do 11 today. Do 1% more than you did the day before. Be consistent in it, because a little bit of growth at a time eventually compounds, and then you're going to be way better than you are today. Those 5 things have truly changed everything for me, and not just in my fitness journey, but in life, in my job, in my family. Every aspect of my life, I utilize these things constantly. Ask yourself this question today. how am I being well? How am I being well in my fitness journey? How am I being well in my job? How am I being well in life? Though eating a bunch of chicken breasts every day may not necessarily help your life, it is a byproduct of these things. What you're learning is discipline over motivation. Motivation is great, but it doesn't last. Discipline stands the test of time. So I'm interested to know, what are your goals for this coming year? We're already in November, so there's not much time left in this year. Go ahead and be thinking ahead to 2026. Let's start implementing these things today. Comment down below your goals. I'm interested to know what they are. I'm here, I believe in you, I'll help you keep accountable. My goal by the end of this year is to reach 100K, so if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. I've been consistent in my channel, and that is one of the biggest things in which has helped this platform grow. My dreams are literally becoming true because of this channel, but also because of you who are subscribed. If you did not know, I am now a Transparent Labs athlete. They have literally the cleanest ingredients of any other supplement company you could ever possibly think about. So if you want to support me, use my code MILLS. It saves you some money, and yes, it does support me, and it would mean so much if you did that. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Alan. Here we do all things health and fitness related, whether that be challenges, lifestyle, or just motivational content like this. If you want to like and subscribe, that would mean so much. Comment down below, be well if you are committing to something new today. Always remember to be well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.